Hello, and all right, we'll start very soon. All right, we'll give every we'll give everyone a minute, then we'll hop right in. How has everyone's robot been so far in the season? Cool. All right, so last stream, I only finished 9 quals, and there's 27 minutes in this scrimmage. There's no break, so that's nice, but we've gone through 15 minutes of it, and today we're going to finish it up. Just to give you some background information, there's only 4 teams in this camp, and none of them can score the match loads. This is definitely a problem, as you would imagine. As you would imagine, this is definitely a problem because the only blocks that can be scored in this match is literally the ones on the field. Now, I suggested that I would like to see maybe in the early match, some of these blocks right here in the parking zone, like maybe they can find a way to get those out, because it'd be very useful towards end game. And what I've been seeing from these teams is that they like to split up from each goal. Like, they like to split up their efforts and their blocks. Although this isn't really beneficial, because if the only blocks that you can score in a match is on the ground itself, it's I don't know why we would split it up, because you really want to get control bonus in one of these goals here, and if you split it up, you're probably not going to get control bonus in one of these goals, which is crucial to win the game. To have control bonus here, I would, or at least in one of the things, I would recommend moving on to the middle one. The middle goals are actually pretty easy to de-score, like just like a light touch, and there goes the blocks. So this is like in a match, it's gonna be heavily guarded. You need to guard it, especially towards end game, those last 30 seconds, etc. So let's get into the game here. Looks like they will be showing autonomous. From what I've seen, only one robot has autonomous. Yeah, it's gonna be this one here. Okay, it only gets 2 from the 3-pack, and it's going to score those. Okay, that's a great start. That's their best autonomous so far today. So let's see if blue can win. They're gonna be in a huge great position now. But they're stuck in the 3-pack. Yeah, that's a problem. Definitely. What my team is doing is actually we're making a wide intake that can actually intake 2 blocks at a single time. This makes the 3-pack so easy to just run into, and boom, you have it. Now you'd use a funnel system at the back, with standoffs so that it can funnel into the goals. But with that design, this getting stuck won't be a problem. So I'd check it out. I have a video on my YouTube for you to check out if you want to learn more about that. My robot is getting close to being finished, so when it is, I'll do a detailed analysis about that. And let's get into the game. Blue has an amazing position. I mean, at the end of the time, like, they already scored 3. This robot here is in a good spot to score the 3-pack. This one's kind of trapped. But, I mean, I feel like the robot can move over here or here. I mean, it's fine. These robots here are, in 3-pack range. We'll see what they do. I think since the only blocks they can score is on the field, red needs to probably just go for this goal instead of mess with that. I mean, I guess I could try and do something like that, but I wouldn't really recommend it. Because if this side's unguarded, you can just ram into the goal, and all the blocks are out. So you don't really want any blocks there. If I mean, this is the situational match. No one's can score the match load. So yeah. We'll see what blue does here. Oh, hey, that's cool. You're going to pick up the 3. Whoa, this robot needs, like, when you're creating robots, I'd recommend you to please do your weight distribution well, because that can happen. But they do collect too. That's nice. See, this is what they're happening. They're splitting up their efforts, but in a match like this, no one can match load. No one at all. You're only using the blocks in the field. There's no reason to split up. If you get control bonus here, you already have 3 from autonomous. Just gonna get control bonus here, then move on to the middle. But red is gonna defend that. Yeah, what red needs to do, they don't really need. I wouldn't focus on the middle early game, and here's why. You want to focus on control first. And if you leave this goal unguarded, it is so easy to descore these. Just a light touch, and like a couple will fall out. So I recommend the middle goal to be solely for in-game purposes. So I don't like what red's doing here. This robot's going for the middle, and this one's going for this goal. They need to gain up and just do this goal. This robot right here needs to gain up and grab control bonus here. Blue's gonna find a block. This robot's having a hard time scoring. That won't be good for him. Red is continuing to score. This robot's trying to find blocks, but all the blocks are over here, which is guarded by blue. So it's gonna be okay. This robot tries to de-score, but it can't. I mean, if this robot turns its robot over, I mean, it could probably do it. Whoa, what? Hold on. This robot scored a red block. It's on the blue team. There's no way. It's on the blue team, but it scored a red block. What? Wait, I'm genuinely confused. Are these teams not right? Hold on, what? There's no way you intentionally did that. Unless you want to hold all these here and then de-score them later on in the game. Hold on, I'm going to see if that robot is actually on blue or the things are mixed up. Okay, this is call 9. I went a little too far. Alright, let's take a... Yeah. They mixed up their cards. That's why that blue robot was scoring a red block. They didn't put on the correct tags. Okay, let's go back 50 seconds. Oh, that's going to be really confusing now. Red is in a pretty good lead. Now, I don't understand this. You score blue here, But why don't you score the block from this side so that you can get control bonus easier? It looks like this robot's just stuck. It's either stuck or it's just trying to defend the school because it already put a bunch of blocks in. It's not stuck, it's just trying to defend it. Honestly, that's a good move. You don't want those blocks hanging out, especially because this is what the problem is on scoring middle early. If you're going to score middle goals, or the middle section early, you're going to have to defend them. You're going to waste time when you could be doing other things. And then get back to the middle, towards endgame. So now we're blue. It looks like red got control. But blue was actually not able to get control bonus, which is pretty surprising because they had a great start. Now it's going to be a fight with the middle. Oh, now red lost his guard there for a second. Look, blue is just going to punish that, and now red's going to have to find a way to get another block in, or it's just going to be a tie. This robot's having a hard time trying to pick up the balls, though, so... Okay, wait, red can de-score. Push it. Red can de-score by pushing this into the goal. The blues come out. Wait, is that 3 blues? I don't think so. I'm having a hard time trying to de-score that. But they do get Park, and blue actually scores the top. That's the last second. And I can't... Is there 2 or 3 blocks in here? I don't know. Overall, it's another sloppy game. See what happens in the next call. Are the cards the same? Okay. They switched the player tags again. Okay, that's confusing. Not gonna lie, that's confusing. Hold on. Yeah. The colors are mixed up. That's weird. Alright, well, we get to see another autonomous here. So let's see if this robot can get those. Okay, it scores 2, and then it should score 3. Okay, it misses 1. Let's see if it can clear the 3-pack. It does. I mean, it's not stuck this time. At least it picked up 1. And now this red robot is a blue tag, which is weird. Should score in this goal and focus on this goal until it gets its control bonus, and then move over to the middle. Blue is going to pick up the 3-pack. These robots are actually having a hard time picking up the blocks. Now, I see a couple problems here from this. First of all, none of the robots can grab match lives. They can only score the blocks that are on the ground. So this robot scoring and trying to split up the blocks is not a good idea because it's going to be harder for one of these goals to get control bonus. This blue robot scoring here is also a bad idea because, I mean, well, they split it up, so it's not that bad, I guess. I mean, this does have more scored because if you leave one goal open where you don't score, and near the end game when they're focusing on middle or whatever, and one robot, like if this is unprotected, one robot can ram into here and they're all de-scored. So a couple problems there. This robot's actually having a hard time trying to score. A block got missed score here. Each robot, I have no idea what they're doing. See, they missed a score again. They're just running around. They have no idea what they're doing. This one's having a hard time scoring, but at least okay, good. And the red's gonna ram it in to try and get control bonus. Blue is going to try and stop. That's fine. I mean, red could ram their blocks in here and grab control bonus, and that's a double control bonus. They could guard the blues for a bit, and then head to the middle towards late game, and red wins the game. That could definitely be the play. See, okay, red's gonna go back, pushing the goals. Or actually, it's just gonna score some. I didn't even realize. Picked them up. Blue just does not want red to grab control bonus here, which is great. You should be defending this robot. You do not want them to push the goal and get control bonus. Now, Blue's other teammate really needs to, Blue's teammate is right here, right? Or is that red? Because, I mean, their player tags got swapped. That's blue. Yes, that's that's blue. This robot can ram into the goal, although I'd, turn the robot and then ram in. Red is gone. Guard here, no control bonus, then go for mid, and then blue has a chance there. It's gonna be blocked good. This robot was good at, seeing that. They're just gonna run around. 30 seconds left. They gotta focus on the middle goals. Looks like blue is gonna be the first one to do it, but they miss. Red also misses the score. Oh, there we go. All the reds. See, that's what I'm talking about. In early game, you need to get rid of those blocks over here so that you have a lot more during end game. Now, red is in a beautiful, beautiful position here to win. They're gonna try and get control bonus. Can they push more in? Okay, this robot's trying to descore this. They just don't have the speed to do that, unfortunately. And they're just gonna park. And red does not score it. And blue gets bonus here. Red is parked here. Ooh. Yeah, no, that's a red win for sure. I can't tell if they got control bonus here. Does the block have to be fully in? I think it has to be fully in, yeah. So, okay, well, I think they might have gotten it there, actually. But that's definitely a red win. Let's move on to Qual. Okay, whoa. They skipped 2 matches. Hold on. Qual 14. Oh, they skipped 2 matches. That's sad. Alright. Let's see. Are the tags? Okay. Finally. They have finally, have the same color license plates. So we don't have to be confused again. Well, let's look at Thomas. This run robot can pick up 2. Oh, no. Little overshot there. It's only gonna score 1, unfortunately. Oh, actually 2. Actually, man. Okay, yeah, because I had to preload and it picks up that 3-pack. I think it picks up 2 blocks from that 3-pack. If it did, that means it's probably the best autonomous that this robot has done this whole camp. And now, red is in a great spot. They already have so many blocks here. They can score here. Oh my goodness. This is so confusing. They have blue license plates, but they're on the red team. Yeah. And these red license plates are on the blue team. Bro, are they purposely trying to confuse us? This is crazy. Okay, well, red team needs to score here. They need to focus all their energy on scoring this goal. They don't want to split up, mainly because they can't do match loads. No, none of them can do match loads. Only the blocks on the field. So, if they split up their efforts, it's gonna lead to a harder time getting one of them control bonus. Each focus their efforts on one control bonus. Blue picks up the 3-pack and do the same on the other goal. Let's see. That's the best play. Let's see. Okay, they split up efforts. Not a good play. I totally disagree with that. It's gonna be harder for red to get control bonus now. Blue misses the score here, and red 3. Like, look, if red would have scored 3 here, there would have been close control bonus, and they pushed it in a little bit. Then boom, control bonus. And then blue scores here. Red can come around and bump the goal, and all the blue come out. That's a great strategy too. But blue, since these are all, blue needs to find an opportunity where one robot doesn't guard the goal and they can descore all of these blocks and then put their own in. While this time, blue should take out their match loads from the parking zone as well. Red gets control bonus, okay. They get 1 control bonus, but they have very few blocks on the field. Now, at this point for Red should not score any more blocks on the goals. They should try and push this in for control bonus, and then there's like 1, 2, I think there's, 3. These 3, you need blocks for the middle. It's gonna get crazy middle. Middle's, Blue could, Blue's gonna probably win middle here because, like, Red doesn't have many blocks in the field. Unless they grab these out, which they probably should. This robot is, battery's about to die. Oh, it's Red, yeah. So this, do not, so score that in the middle. Yeah, Red's gonna go for middle. Blue is going to try and defend. Well, this robot misses the goal, actually. See, okay, pick up the Red again. There they go, there they go. This robot needs to defend the goal while this robot grabs these 2 blocks, and they can switch out and then grab the bottom here. But they leave the middle goal unprotected, and that's very bad because these middle goals are pretty easily to just bump for a robot to bump into and the blocks to fall out. So definitely during end game, it's pretty bad to leave this middle goal unprotected. But Red's going to get the early park, which is fine because this robot's like very slow because its battery is falling out, and Red needs to defend the goal. Red doesn't have time to pick up any more blocks. They just have to defend. Yeah, Red's gonna push the goal. There they go. But here's the thing. This robot does not have an evenly weight distribution, so it's gonna be hard for it to go back and then go forward because the robot will no longer like be touching the goal, and it'll spend more time outside, and Blue can try and knock him back. Blue just needs to stay. That's control bonus for Red though, because they have more blocks. Oh, did he score the Blue? I don't think the Blue's in. Nicely done, and then the Red gets plotting right there. Nice execution from Red in the middle goal at the end. Red is taking this victory easily. Great game. We're gonna go to Qual 16. You're gonna start with autonomous. I think this is a new robot. A new robot has entered the field. Huh. It's a drivetrain. Why is it? I mean, I guess we could watch this match. I don't know what a drivetrain's gonna do. I mean, alright, let's watch autonomous. Let's see if this robot can do anything better this round. It's gonna grab the 2. It's gonna score 3. Okay, good job. Go for this 3-pack. Nice. It only picked up 1, but that's still good. For Red needs to focus all their efforts on this goal. Oh, by the way, the blue license plates are playing for Red, and the red license plates are playing for Blue. I know it's confusing. And here we go. Blue's gonna score here immediately. Red's gonna split up their efforts. Like I said, I don't really like that. But at the same time, this robot's doing nothing. So, I mean, it's just gonna cause havoc. Oh, nice. The blue blocks. Bro, the motor's hanging from it. Well, this is not good. I mean, it knocked all these blue blocks out, which is gonna be pretty good for Blue. They need all the blocks they can have. Red is gonna score from the other corner. Very bad play. Just score from this corner, and it's gonna have an easier time to get control bonus, so I don't even know why Red is scoring over here. Blue is basically 1v2ing right now, so it has to do something. It's gonna try and de-score this, which I do like. This robot's gonna try and defend. Okay, de-scores 1 block. Oh my gosh. scores red, and then red descores immediately. Oh, that's fun. Now, though, don't focus, guys. Don't focus on the middle goals during early game. Just don't. It's so easy to descore those. Okay, blue should not score here, and that's a good thing that they missed. Because you're just helping red gain control bonus. You don't want to score here. Why would you? We'll wait for this robot to leave, go on the other side, and try to knock the blocks out. Okay, let's see what... Okay, they knocked one of these blocks back in. Drivetrain's dead. The motor's gone. The motor's gone. It is literally a 1v2 at this point. It'd be crazy if blue wins. Crazy. Blue's gonna... Guess I can focus on middle now. Oh, I think the block's stuck. This is not looking good for blue at all. And now red... Oh. Hold on. Did they just pull the center goal out? No way. Oh no. Let's see how that affects the match. The middle goal is gonna be so vulnerable now. Red's just gonna go for middle, which is a great play. There's no way blue wins. Wait, actually? If red parks... Okay, blue better park. Yeah. Blue 1v2'd. Did not execute. Hopefully they don't give us another drivetrain to watch, please. And one that actually works. Chain here too. Moving on to Qual 20. They don't show autonomous, which is actually pretty sad. But it looks like both these blue 3-packs just got totally pushed away, which to solve this problem, because it's a very big problem. The Singapore Scrimmage had it too, and that's because like what my team is doing, if you have a wide intake that can intake 2 blocks at the same time, you don't have to worry about the block scattering. You could take the 3-pack in immediately and have a funnel system with standoffs at the back to funnel those blocks in. So right now, red's in a good position. Okay, blue actually scored those 2. I guess that's from their autonomous. Red's gonna focus on this side, but blue's gonna split up their efforts. Like I said, I don't like this. You shouldn't really split up your efforts if no one can match load. Red's gonna go for a center early. Not a good play. That's a good thing that they missed, because now they have another block on the field. It's just gonna get descored immediately anyway. Red really needs to do something about these robots here. This one's about to get control bonus. All this robot needs to do is just push the goal. This one needs to guard this end. Okay, now here is what red's doing. I don't even know why red wants to score here. If they know that blue wants to push the goal this way, so the blue guards control bonus, this is gonna descore. Not good for red. Red needs to descore one of these 2 goals. And to do that, they just need to ram into them when one robot isn't over to that side. And you're kind of putting red in a 2v1 because red's going for the middle goal, but the middle goal is going to be descored as soon as he leaves. It's so easy to descore these blocks here. You really need to be focusing on the goals at the first part of the match, and during endgame, go for the middle. So red is playing really bad. Looks like blue's gonna win here for sure. Red's just gonna go for the middle. They're gonna stay persistent in that. I mean, if you are going for the middle in the first half of the match, or first 60% or 25 or whatever, Just, you have to guard that goal. You cannot run away from it, or else it's gonna be descored in a second. Blue, I think that's control bonus for blue. This robot's stuck. Oh my gosh. It's the same robot. You weight distribution, like, you really need good weight distribution, like equivalency, because things are gonna happen like this. It's really bad to have in this match, especially, or game, especially. Red is disappointing so bad. This robot disconnected. Oh no. This blue one's having a hard time trying to grab that block. They're gonna free their team. That's great play. That's definitely what they should have done. This robot reconnects inside in the middle of the match. Okay. And now red left the middle goal unprotected. The same goal that they've been working towards the whole match. Look, it's gonna get descored. Okay, unless this bot's just slow and doesn't want to do that. That's weird. Then it score, but it parks. Oh, blue. That's a descore from blue, and now. Looking like blue's winning this. You're right. Yeah. Looks like blue won that. Alright, we're getting down to our final matches of this scrimmage. We have 3 more left, I think. What are your thoughts on these matches? Just let me know in the live chat here, or if you have any questions. Yeah, what are your thoughts on these matches? What are your thoughts on pushback? I feel like this definitely has a lot of strategy here. What are you doing, Turbo? I mean, you do need, okay. Well, alright, we'll hop in back into the match. But, they don't show us autonomous, they show us the ending. But we can see what happened. This robot actually had autonomous, but didn't pick up any blocks, and its match load is gone. This is not good for red at all. Red, it would have been better for red to stay back here, because they would have been in a better position to take the 3-pack. So, bad autonomous for red. That puts red in a bad spot, too. Blue scored once, the 2 like they usually did for Attain, and this 3-pack is now stuck. This is not good at all. And you really need, like what my team is doing, is a wide intake that can intake 2 blocks at a time to grab that 3-pack really easily. So that you can score, but we'll see what happens in this match. Blue is going, like, blue can't focus separately. I mean, it worked out for blue to do separately. I mean, really, like, half the stream. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Red scores a lot fast. That's great for red. This is a great position for red. Blue needs to do something, but this robot has a horrible weight distribution. That it's hard for it to even pick up a block. And now this robot's trying to defend this red one, which is what they need to do. They also need to try and wait for this red robot to run away so they can push this goal forward. Try to get those D-scored, and that's a great start for red. Red did exactly what I told it to do and focus its efforts on one goal. And look at the time it took for them to get control bonus. They finally listened to me. And look at what they reap. Or yeah, look at that. Great play from red. Red's in such a good position that these robots aren't scoring much. They're having a hard time. This battery got it's floating around. This red robot, they're such in a great position that this red robot should just defend this goal. Because really, blue's not doing much right now. I think this robot's disconnected, actually. Yeah, it's a 1v2. They're gonna focus on the other goal, which is okay. Yeah, I'll do that, because you already have 2 in the middle, I guess. Then grab some from the parking. One robot needs to guard the middle, while the other... Oh, dang you. Lost that. One robot needs to guard the other, while... Yeah, they're just gonna go middle. I like that, actually. Oh, you score. You cannot leave this middle unguarded. Honestly, I think it's harder to descore the blocks that are in the bottom than the top, so... Blue's gonna park. Red needs to park really quickly, but who's gonna do it? Oh, they don't. I don't think they get the park. I don't... Oh, whoa. I guess that was the last match. Did they get the park? They didn't there for a while, but they might have at the last few seconds get the park. Wow. Red flawlessly executed. They actually listened to me. I mean, they're not hearing me, but focused their efforts on one goal, and they did extraordinary. So what are, like, let's talk about this camp scrimmage in general. It was great. I always enjoy these early scrimmages. It shows a lot to me about what teams are doing. Yeah, this showed me a lot of footage on these low, like, whatever, but none of the teams could match float at all, and they could only focus their efforts on the blocks that were on the floor. When this happens in a match, your best bet is to focus your efforts on one goal. And leave blue to do their own goal. This is for one red robot, like if you're in this case red, one robot here to guard this control bonus goal, and the other de-score when the other robot's teams are away from the goal, and de-score that stack. It leaves you in a great position. And then with around I'd say the last 40 seconds, start your efforts on the middle goals. The middle goals is what's like the most intense part of the entire pushback match, because it is really easy to descore the middle goals. I think it's easier to descore from the top than the bottom, actually. But yeah, you should definitely not focus on the middle goal in like the earlier stages of the game, because it's just so easy to descore this middle. I mean, if you are going to, you're gonna have to defend that goal the entire match, and that gives blue a lot of space, and that's not good. So I'd avoid the middle for the first part of the pushback match. Just focus on the goals. Last 40 seconds, go for middle. Every single team are gonna go for middle. You need one person defending at all time from each team, and then park, of course. It's pretty hard to double park. No teams really did any double parking. It's gonna be hard to double park because of a couple reasons. One, it's just gonna be hard in general, because of the bumps and whatever. And if you're doing it for that, both, like, your team's way over here, and that just gives the other team so much room to do whatever they want with this middle goal, which could change the match. Yes, the points are a lot, but sometimes it actually won't be really a good option to do. But yeah, I think this year's gonna be a fun year. This scrimmage showed a lot. But I'm ready for more scrimmages. I mean, I always like these early scrimmages, but this has been a fun time. This was the last match, but share your thoughts with me of what you think, or if you have any questions, and we can do that to conclude the stream. But I personally like the pushback game. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be intense, really intense moments. I do think this game has a little bit more strategy than high stakes. High stakes is really great. I really like that, but over and under, I didn't really like that one too much because it was really easy. Any team could win. You saw a lot of great teams not winning any games in over and under just because how simple and easy it was. It was an L year for Vex, over and under. High stakes was great. I really liked high stakes. A lot of strategy in that. I do think this game actually has a little bit more strategy. I like this game a lot. I do. It's not really built too well, as we saw. Like this middle goal got like pushed like upwards, like it came off the ground for a little bit. But yeah, share me. What are your thoughts? Like, what are your thoughts on this game? And how's your robot? How's everyone's robot doing too? My team is going for a wide intake that can intake 2 blocks at the same time. It's gonna be really great for that 3-pack here, because you don't have to worry about the blocks flying everywhere. Grab the 3 here from the match load, the 3-pack here for autonomous, and then score here with your match load, and that's 7 in the goal. And that's a great autonomous. That's literally probably the best autonomous start you can have, as I can think of. But yeah, that wide intake is really good. What are your thoughts on this pushback game? What are your thoughts on the scrimmage overall? It was a fun scrimmage. These robots took them 16.5 hours to build. I guess they get a good start, but none of them can do match loads, which is pretty not cool. None of them can really do this top, middle. Their strategy isn't developed either, which is sad. But that one robot with that autonomous, that's a great early game. That's a great autonomous for this time of the year. Let me show back their autonomous again for you guys. They didn't show every single autonomous. Let me find one. But it was a good autonomous for this early in the season. Okay, they did autonomous in this match. I'll show you. It's gonna be this robot. It goes for the 3-pack here, and then it's gonna score some. And then it's gonna go to the 3-pack way over here. And then it's gonna it's not gonna do anything. I think it picked up 2. Honestly, that's a pretty good autonomous for this early in the season. But I really wouldn't go for grabbing both 3-packs yourself, because you don't know what the other teammate is gonna do for autonomous. They might go for this 3-pack and mess up your whole thing. And then now, both of you guys are on this side of the map, and look at all the room that the opposing team is gonna have. So I wouldn't really do that. Keep your sides, keep your own side during autonomous. Yeah, what's your thoughts on the scrimmage? What's your thoughts on pushback in general? I'd love to hear them. Do enjoy this game. But really what I do, this channel, I'm a big strategy person. I spend like 2 hours a day on Vex. So I know what I'm doing. I have great strategy. So it's always nice to see a good strategy game like Pushback. Over and under was horrible. There's no strategy to that one. Like a lot of top teams, didn't really perform well just because of how simple it was. High Stakes had a lot of strategy. I like that one a lot. Yeah, but I mean, subscribe to my channel for more. That's what I do on this channel a lot. Go through strategy stuff, go for your best plays, and all of that great stuff. I'm gonna be doing that a lot once a lot of competitions pull up. I'm in the Indiana section, which is actually the most competitive region. So I'm gonna show a lot of games from that. If you're interested, please subscribe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna close up the stream here, unless anyone else has anything to say in the chat. Any thoughts on Pushback, and whatnot. Okay, I think Scrimmage overall is great. Please consider subscribing. And yeah, that's about it. Hope you have